BIAFRANS, good morning. Good morning, BIAFRANS. Join us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. Join me this morning. Join us this morning. Very important. Join us this morning. It was massive yesterday night. BIAFRANS we are so happy to donate to their government to continue to protect our land. It was really massive. The love was massive yesterday night. Join us. Join me this morning, Biafra. Join us. It was massive. Join me this morning. Good morning from here. It was massive last night. A lot of Biafrans demonstrated their love for their country. It was really massive. I don't know whether you can see it. It was very massive. Good morning from here. Good morning, Biafrans. Wonderful people and lovers of freedom. It was really massive. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, because of where I am. Thank you for joining. Join us this morning. Very important. Where are you watching from? Today is 29th of June, 2025. Kebis wena afọ onyonyo a. Amaka Odimma, good morning, Wachineke. Amaka, were you at the fundraising yesterday? Did you see how it was raining? EJE and EJEMMA was raining like hell. Were you there? I hope you were there. If you were not there, you missed a lot. If you are not there, you missed a lot. Thank you for joining me. Where are you watching from? Are you watching from the homeland or in diaspora? Are you watching from the homeland or in diaspora? Thank you for joining me. Oh, wow, you were there. You saw how it was happening, right? How did you feel? How was your feeling when you saw Biafrans everywhere? Hands were raised like our information minister was like, one minute. Nobody was making long speeches because Biafrans were donating. Biafrans were donating massively for their freedom. Very important. Very important. Oh, thank you for joining me from UAE, United Arab Emirates. Yes, so no, Nwachineke, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Tell us where you are watching us from. Tell us if you were at the fundraising yesterday, because the love was massive, massive, man. The love was massive. Biafrans were like, wow, we are going to support our government. And the love was very, very massive indeed. Very massive indeed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please like and share. We need people to join us. We need people to join us. Oh, Bruno Williams, thank you for joining me. Yes, the love was massive, brother. It was really massive. The love was massive. That was the work of God. Isi kandum. Yes, Big Ben. Wow. Big Ben, good morning. Yes, the love was massive, my brother. Very, very massive. The coup plotters could not believe what they were seeing. That is the spirit of Biafra. That was the spirit of Biafra. To demonstrate to you that God is in charge of this freedom. God is in charge of everything that we are doing. And it was a vindication to our acting prime minister that he is doing the right thing. So thank you so much, Big Ben, for joining this morning. Yes, so one love, one love, one love. Dear friends, join us. Wonderful, wonderful news. Up to this morning, Biafrans were also donating. Hands was up. In fact, our information minister, that is, he was surprised. Bruno, are you not Biafra? Bruno Williams, are you not a Biafran, Bruno? Thank you for the support. Yes, thank you for the support. Please like this video. Like it. I want everybody to like it. Give me a thumbs up. A thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you. I need many likes. I need so much like here. If you actually love what happened yesterday, just demonstrate that by giving us a like. Yesterday was really impressive. Yesterday was wonderful. In fact, yesterday was incomparable to other days, even when the coup plotters have not struck. And you know what happened? The coup plotters was like they were discouraging people not to participate in fundraisings. Wisdom, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. The coup plotters were discouraging people from funding the Biafran liberation. Yes, I can categorically say that, because before now, whenever we come on fundraisings, we are not up to 100, right? You get 86, 87, even these 86 or 88 people that we are watching before now, you see scanty hands up. Many people were not contributing, because they were preventing, in fact, they were there to spy on those who were contributing. From Europe, from Asia, from America, from Africa, they were there to, they were there watching those who were contributing. So as a result, a lot of people were afraid not to contribute for, so that they will not be penalized by their European rep. So, but yesterday, after their coup plotting failed, even at a short notice, Biafrans trooped into the Biafran Republic government in exile fundraising massively. And hands were up left and right. People were raising up hands like never before. And our Minister of Information was like, one minute, because he has to cover a lot of hands. And up to this morning, 1 a.m. this morning, Biafrans were still raising up their hands. Biafrans were still raising up their hands to make their donation to the government. That is a very wonderful vindication that our APM is doing the right thing. That is a confirmation that the coup plotters failed. So, it's quite unfortunate that all these things are happening at this time, but we love it, because our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, said that a lot of chaffs, a lot of them will fall by the wayside. Yes, as we progress one step at a time, people who are not genuine in this freedom, it doesn't matter whether they are the hierarchy or they are followers, they will definitely bring themselves out and they will fall out. Yes, they will actually fall out from this struggle, from this freedom. And that is actually what is happening. What has happened yesterday is a confirmation of that. So please like and share, like and share. I want our people to, Big Ben, if you can share to the platform, it will be nice, please. If you can share to the platform, it will be very, very wonderful. Those in Facebook, if you can share in Facebook as well, very, very important. So, Biafrans, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and your location. I bring you good tidings from my location this morning, from the land of Mozambique. This is Mazi David speaking. You see, we need to constantly educate our people about what is happening in our freedom fighting. We need to constantly remind our people of what they need to know. Even if they know it, we keep reminding them so that it will master them. They will actually know what is actually playing out. The reason being that between 1967 to 1970, our people did not get information of how the war were playing out. The little information that they got was coming from the Nigerian side. The Nigerian government and the British were sending out false information, thereby deceiving our people. That deception led to massive killings by the Nigerian state against Biafra. So coupled with the blockade, information blockade, food blockade, everything that happened in Biafra between 1967 to 1970, Nigeria was having the upper hand because of the media. Because of media blackout in Biafran territory, people were not having the needed information. People were not getting authentic information of what is actually playing out. So that information dissemination is a tool, one of the tools that masks or promotes whatever you are doing. If you get the right information, you can make the right decisions. If you get the wrong information will destroy you because you don't actually know what is playing out. Monday Osas, I welcome you, my brother, from Milano. Great. Monday, were you at the fundraising last night? How did you see it? Massive raining, heavy downpour. EJE and EJEMMA were like, wow, falling from left, right, and center. Monday, did you? Were you there or you missed out? You fell asleep or what? Wow, okay, thank you so much. So information is key. Information is very important. More importantly at this time, Chris, wow, Chris, you are joining me this morning. Chris, good morning. Chris, I saw you at the fundraising yesterday. How did it go? I hope you love it. You saw what was happening. You saw how BIAFRANS were like, everywhere was hands up. Everywhere was hands up. Information minister was telling people, no time, no time. Selling one minute. Unlike before, people were given opportunity of making statements up to 3 minutes. This time, it was only one minute was given everybody, and they were happy. In fact, I love it. And as a result, our sister Eunice say she's going to open a space for the first time because of that. So it was really wonderful. Yeah, it was really wonderful. The love was massive from BIAFRANS. BIAFRANS, you guys are amazing. You guys are wonderful. You guys are really wonderful, BIAFRANS. And that is what our leader said. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that if you are doing the right thing, BIAFRANS will always follow you. If you have telling the truth, because truth is light. Eziokwu bụ ihe, eziokwu bụ ndụ. Whenever you are saying the truth, people believe on you. People trust on you. People rely on you. People depend on you to lead them to a correct place, to a very wonderful destination whenever you are saying the truth. But once you are lying, people will be suspecting. Look at the coup plotters. Look at Rafa Jere speaking from both sides of the mouth. That guy is evil. Rafa Jere, oh my goodness me. I never knew that we have people who are not committed for their freedom. I never know that money can go an extent of brainwashing a lot of people because of financial gains. But no matter what they are doing, no matter how they come against our freedom, we are already close to our destination. Very, very close. And that is why no matter what they do, no matter how they pretend, they will always bring themselves out. They will always derail. We will always catch them in their game. We will always expose their atrocities to their own face. So it was very, very wonderful yesterday. So BIAFRANS, I really appreciate what happened yesterday. And let it continue. If they do not return the website as it is, they are going to face more backlashes from BIAFRANS. The time has gone when somebody will just come and hold Biafran people hostage The time has passed. We are past that stage that, oh, we now depend on somebody to hold us hostage. No, we are wiser. We are very, very wiser now. The Biafran Republic government in exile is the best thing that have happened to us as a race in this freedom that we are fighting, because it has been able to bring out the best in Biafrans. At least now, Biafrans can stay in the comfort of their homes and know that, yes, this government is doing the right thing, this person is doing the wrong thing, and be able to say, no, you are doing the wrong thing. Unlike before, when we don't have any law, when we don't have any bylaw, everybody was doing whatever he or she wants. Command was coming from one side without people vetting the information that they are receiving. But now you can vet the information, you can compare it with the charter, you can take it along with the bylaws, and you can say, yes, this is an authentic information. So our acting prime minister, we love you. It was a vindication that you are standing on the path of truth yesterday. Biafrans demonstrated that, even with the short notice of that account, of that Zelle and PayPal account that you gave yesterday. Even with that short notice, Biafrans came out in mass. Biafra came out in mass to support the government. That was very, very wonderful. Yes, I remember that, Mazi Chris M. The message that our Prime Minister said we should never be tired or give up or give up, because he foresaw what is going to happen. Yes, of course. Our leader foresaw it. Our Prime Minister foresaw it as well. They all saw what was happening today, because they know that in the course of our freedom, there are lots and lots of challenges. The challenges are coming from every angle. They know that. So, and that is why DavidNnannah BTV said that the hardcores, those who were choosing before they were born, that this is the time for them to activate their real senses. This is the time for them to stand their ground. Whatever they see, they should not be shaken, because it is one of the processes, it's one of the roads that we need to pass before we can get to our destination. So it is very important that our people understand this. And I appreciate those of them in the homeland. Very, very important. Yesterday's space, the chairman of the Biafran Defense Council, Mazi Success, was in our space yesterday. Although the network did not allow him to make statements, but he came to clear what is actually happening, that the homeland is solidly behind the Biafran Republic government in exile. You see, because the homeland, the de facto government in the homeland is independent of BRGIE. Yes, BRGIE is in charge of recognition, Biafran recognition, while de facto is in charge of liberation. So the de facto are the people who are taking the bullets. All these things that we are doing, it is the de facto that is taking the larger chunk of the responsibility when it comes to this, our freedom, because they are the ones defending our land. They are still the ones that are being confronted by the terrorists. They are the ones that are dying if there is confrontation. Okay? These are the people who we should give every kudos. Every kudos should go to the Biafran de facto government in the homeland, because these people are solidly standing to make sure that our land is not overrun by terrorists. Very, very important. So this morning, I just want to appreciate Biafrans. I want to appreciate you guys. You guys were amazing. I want to thank you for being part of that history that was made yesterday, for being part of that fundraising, because the enemy never expected us to be so united. The evildoers, the coup plotters, they came to destroy. They came to destabilize. They came to destroy what Obatobie built for our people to be free. So they came, they tried their best. But their best was not good enough, because the gatekeepers, you and I, are here, and we can never be here and allow them to destroy the freedom of our race. It's not going to happen. So I just come here this morning to appreciate you guys for turning out wonderfully and massively yesterday. The EJEMMA was wonderful. First of all, our sister Nkiru opened the floor with 1,000 EJEMMA. Hey! Sister Nkiru opened the floor with 1,000 EJEMMA. I didn't say 1,000 EJ. 1,000 EJEMMA. And the house broke loose. Okay? That lady is really amazing and very, very wonderful, and we love her. Followed by BIAFRANS, we are donating massively up to this morning. So I want to appreciate every one of you who turned out for last night fundraising. You guys are amazing. You demonstrated your love for your nation. You demonstrated your love for your freedom, and the confidence and respect you have in our acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere, and the strong doggedness, consistency of our Information Minister Mazi Sonny Akparawa. That guy is exceptional. That guy is amazing as well. He's very, very wonderful. He's somebody that you can rely upon. He's somebody that you can trust. Yes, today is also town hall meeting. Town hall meeting, which I forgot the flyer, which today is town hall meeting as well, Biafran. So you should prepared. You should get prepared as well. Everybody should be prepared for today's town hall meeting. And I know it's going to rain as well. So Sonny Akparawa is somebody that you can trust, is somebody that is reliable, somebody that is truthful. Sonny Akparawa have been here for a very long time. And within this period of time that he has been here, for years, there is no atom of sabotage you can find in him. There is nothing you can complain about Sonny Akparawa since that he has been in this struggle. So that is the kind of person that we want, that we need to follow, that we need to listen in this our quest to be free from terrorist Nigerian state. Not if you are listening to Rafa Jerry, you are going to be unstable like him, because Rafa Jerry is very, very unstable. Somebody who lambasted our prime minister, castigated our prime minister, called our prime minister so many names. So many names. Before he now came back and asked for forgiveness. He was forgiven. Okay? But look at what he's doing. Going out to be destroying, trying to say everything that he knows about BRGIE. Somebody who say he's fighting, and that is why all those kind of people, you don't take them close to our government policies. They are going to destroy it. So if you are following Vam and listening to him, you are very, very unstable like him as well. I don't listen to him, his broadcast, unless when people make reference to what he's saying, because I know him. I know what he told me against Sonny Akparawa, but I'm not the kind of person that will come and start, bringing two people together in order for them to fight. No, I don't do that. I just took that in confidence because I know the truth. I actually know the truth. So I know what to do with the information he gave to me. I kept it to myself, but I've been able to know that this guy is not genuine. He is not genuine at all. And that is why he's bringing his leg out. This is the second time he's sabotaging the government. And this is the last time as well. I don't think he's going to come back to the government. Even when the prime minister is back, such persons are not allowed close to the government of Biafra. Close, they are not allowed because you can't trust them. They are inconsistent in their reasoning. They are very much untrustworthy. So these persons are not people that you can trust with responsibility that are, that determine people's fate. No, he's going to destroy it. And the coup plotters, yesterday the coup plotters were crying. You see, evil is evil. Ihe ọjọọ bụ ihe ọjọọ. Ihe ọjọọ bụ ihe ọjọọ. We have a government. We have Biafran Republic government in exile. That our prime minister did everything humanly possible to bring us to a government whereby decisions are not taken by a particular person alone. No. Whereby if you want the policies of the government are implemented using the Biafran foundational document, which is the Biafran Charter. So this government that we find ourselves in, it is our responsibility to nurture it, to fund it, to protect it. Yes, this government is the government that is fighting for our freedom. Unless those of them who are in government, those of them who are in position don't actually want our freedom. Because I don't see any reason why that this is the government that the Prime Minister left for us to follow. He said that the template for this freedom is with the government of Biafra. It is only our responsibility to do what our head of state or the head of government asks us to do, as long as he is following the template that was laid down for this government. But people, because of their selfish interests, because of lust for wealth or property or position or politics, I don't know the kind of, we are fighting for our freedom. You come out, you say you want to be free. You have a platform where you can promote for your people to be free. You have a government where you can support for your people to be free. Yet, I don't know what you are looking for. I don't know what you are looking for. I will not say that Ngozi Orabueze is a Biafran. No, because if she is a Biafran, 100% Biafran, she would never have sabotaged what our prime minister was doing. So I give it to her that she came for a purpose. She tried to destroy that which we hold very dear. She tried to destroy our freedom, but she didn't succeed. Now, what about all these women that say they are professors and all these men that say they are knowledgeable, they are educated? What about them? Are they not Biafrans as well? So what is their problem at this particular time? That our prime minister, we are expecting our prime minister to be out very soon. Our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, these two leaders have finished, they have finished their court cases. And we, the Biafran people, are happy that their court cases are finished. So we are waiting for them to rejoin us, to join us back in this awareness. Okay? We are waiting for them to join us. So all of a sudden, these people that we are now waiting, then the people that were supposed to stay very strong until all these men comes out, they are now trying to destroy that freedom of these men. So I don't actually understand where the CRC chairman, Imam Madabu, where the European rep, Obi, and all of them, I don't actually understand their reason for trying to destroy this government of the people. What is their reason for doing that? If it is not an extension of the sabotage of Ngozi Orabueze, because it beats my imagination that at this time of our freedom, instead of people to be focusing on our recognition, instead of people to focusing on how to make sure that our land is funded, what they are focused on is our finance. What they are focused on is our defense. It is very, very worrisome. Very, very worrisome that our people, instead of these people, these men that were at the cabinet of Biafra, instead of them to focus on how to make sure that our land is protected, to fund the Biafran Defense Forces with everything that they have, to make sure that they bring more people to join this liberation, to make sure that they bring more people to embrace the special IOU loan, to make sure that they encourage our people to donate massively, so that the men on ground will have their logistics, so that the men on ground will have all the necessary materials to discharge their duties. instead of all these men to work towards that, their focus is on finance. Their focus is on defense. You ask yourself, what is the reason? And these people say they are professors. They say they are doctors. They say they are nurses. They say they are knowledgeable. They are educated. Yet they don't know what the charter stated about our finance and about our defense. You see, not everybody that is educated have knowledge. Oh. Education is not about going to school. For you to be sensible, it's not because you went to school. There are people who did not go to school yet. When you see how they reason better than you that went to the four walls of the classroom. They reason more than you that say you are a professor. Yes. These men say they are they are cabinet members. They were there in 2023 when the Biafran Charter was unveiled. The idea also, when this year or last year rather, when the bylaws were unveiled as well, but these people did not deem it fit. They did not find it necessary or worthy to go through the wordings, to go through what the bylaw says or what the charter says concerning their sabotage, concerning what they wanted to do. Why are they focusing on our finance? Why are they focusing on our defense? These are two key areas that the Biafran Charter said are classified information. You can find classified information on these two key areas because this is the pillar. It is the bedrock. It is the foundation of the government. That a government is protected, that a land is very much protected, is because of their defense and finance. The defense of every land and their finance is very much paramount. Very much important. So every information there is classified. So in our own case, the Biafran Charter stated when our information minister read it yesterday, even we read it on so many occasions in our spaces yesterday, trying to educate our people that the defense and the finance, these are confidential areas that nobody should even go to. It is only when they are disclassified that then the public can have knowledge about what is happening in the defense or the finance. But as long as they remain classified, it is no-go area for anybody. Then you ask yourself, why is Imam Maduabu? Why is Ngozi Joy Irobi? Why is Obi and all the rest of them? Why are they focused on knowing what is in our defense, what is in our finance? Why? If they don't have ulterior motives. Why? It beats my imagination. You are a minister of foreign affairs. You are minister of agriculture. You are conflict resolution committee chairman. You leave your work. You leave your area of jurisdiction. You now come to the finance. You want to know what is happening in the finance. You want to know what is happening in the defense. Who does that? If you don't have ulterior motive, why are you looking into those areas that is not your jurisdiction? For people who may say, oh, Ogechukwu Nkere is the acting prime minister, Ogechukwu Nkere is the finance minister, Ogechukwu Nkere is the chief commander of the Biafran Defense Forces, I want you to know that Ogechukwu Nkere has only one position that the Biafran people gave to him, that it is his area of jurisdiction, which is the finance minister. Okay? Ogechukwu Nkere is not the chief of defense staff. Ogechukwu Nkere is not the one who gives instruction on the Biafran de facto government in the homeland. The homeland defense line, the de facto government in the homeland, they are independent. Nobody pushes them around. They take decisions what they need to do and how they do it. Ogechukwu Nkere have no power to mandate them to do anything. The only thing that Ogechukwu Nkere does is to make sure that they are funded. As the acting prime minister, he makes sure that Biafrans donate for the funding of the Biafran Defense Forces. He encourages Biafrans, okay? So that is one thing that everybody should know. Ogechukwu Nkere is not in charge of de facto in the homeland. General Igwe Butuzo is the triple general that is in charge of the de facto in the homeland, with the chairman of the Biafran Defense Council, Maazi Success. These are the people who give information, who give instruction on the Biafran Defense Forces, what to do and what not to do. Not Ogechukwu Nkere. People should know that. Ogechukwu Nkere is not the PM. He is acting PM. In other words, he is holding something for Prime Minister. When Prime Minister comes out, he relinquishes that position. He goes back to his office as the finance minister. So what is wrong about our people? Why are they prognosing? Ka ihe mere unu ji hapụ nnọọ ebe unu kwesịrị ịdị na-ene anya, ebe unu focus na finance, focus on a defense, because you people want Musa and Nigeria to know actually what we have, to know actually how much we have, and to know where we are sourcing our materials for defense. This is very, very uncalled for. It is condemned by Biafrans in totality. It is very much condemned. America, you don't know where America buy their arms and ammunition. You don't know how much they have. Even when they are the country with the highest budget on military. Yes. Okay? You don't know where they source their informations. Their military hardware, you don't know where they buy it from. So, and you don't expect American people or President Trump to come and bring the information of their military or their finance to the public and be telling them, no, these are security matters. Security matters are classified. They are confidential information. So everybody should not have it. So you now ask yourself, why are these people in cabinet looking into the account, trying to find out of account of the Biafran Republic government in exile? Why are they looking into the defense line of our country or our nation Biafra? Why? If they don't have some skeletons in their cupboard. Why did you leave your Ministry of Agriculture? Why do you leave your Ministry of Solid Minerals or Ministry of External or Internal Affairs? Why are you leaving your CRC, Conflict Resolution Committee, should be looking where there is conflict to resolve? That is your area of specialization. I don't know whether, this Nigerian mentality, a lot of our people need to go to hospital and reset their brains. Enyeregi an office to manage conflict resolution committee. In other words, you should be neutral in everything that is happening in the government. Yes, you should be neutral. You should not take sides from anybody. You should not even engage in partisan politics, in everything that lives in politics, either internally or externally, because you are there as a jury. You are there as a prosecutor and a jury for the Biafran people. Okay? So when you have conflict and they come to you to resolve the conflict, if you are biased, how are you going to resolve the conflict? If you have already taken side, how are you going to resolve the conflict? I'm just telling this to one of our respected elders, Imam Madu Abu. Imam Madu Abu, I so much respect this man. Before now, in fact, I look at him as somebody, as a father, as an elderly man, as somebody who is very much responsible and who can call the children to order. And our Prime Minister knows the reason why he gave him that position, because of the gray head in his head. So he looked at him as somebody who is elderly and somebody who will call a spade at any given time. And that is what was expected of Imam Madu Abu to do as a conflict resolution chairman. Okay? Conflict resolution chairman, anytime that there are conflict in the government, they report to you and you can be able to settle it. Anytime there are conflict outside the government, when it involves members who are part of the government, you can as well call them to order and resolve such conflict. That is the reason why you were given such position. But in this case, he was part of those who want to know what is happening in the finance. And now that there are discrepancies, or now that there are misunderstanding, how are you going to resolve it? Because you have already taken sides. Now that you are aligning with the European rep to come against the acting prime minister, and if at all they say you could resolve the conflict, how are you going to resolve the conflict? Because you have already taken sides. So you see, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It is condemnable what the CRC chairman have put himself in, and to make him to lose the respect and love that BIAFRANS accorded him in time past when our PM was here, because he should have demonstrated that non-partisanship in discharging of his duties as the CRC chairman. But unfortunately, he fell like a pack of cards. He has destroyed the reputation that the Biafran people, the reputation that that office has. He has destroyed it, and it is quite unfortunate. It is quite unfortunate. And one striking thing about what happened was that before this issue came out, or before it blows open into the social media, there are things that led to it. Things that Biafran, we can't imagine how we got to this stage. Immediately after the Finland Convention, Adadio Oramma and I don't know who, they became part of Ngozi Orabueze's group. They were the ones who created chaos in BRGIE. They promoted Ngozi. They promoted Ngozi to the extent that they said that, oh, Ngozi is the right person that should replace Prime Minister until Prime Minister rejoins us. These people who are illiterate, they don't actually understand how government works. They did not even remember that we have a charter that guides us or guides the government through for this restoration. It is the same Adadio Oramma. Adadio Oramma with Remigius and Biafran Unite that long time started talking against this government, started talking against Ogechukwu Nkere. They were the trumpeters. They were the moles that were used by, do I say, all these coup plotters to go to the media and test the waters. They were asked to come and test the waters and see Biafran's reaction. So Adadio Oramma and Remigius and Biafran Unite started shouting that, the defense, that the homeland, the de facto government in the homeland, the Biafran Defense Forces, they are not being taken care of. Oh, that the account that the government is using, that money is not getting to them, that the account should be changed. When they started that, Biafrans were like, what are these people saying? Adadio Oramma was even saying that, in her live program, that if need be, that she is going to bring on an account. It is really laughable. Adadio Oramma, you are going to bring on an account for people to pay money to you. As what? As the acting prime minister now, who is in charge of Biafran land, or as what? They started pushing this narrative in the social media. Later, they now started accusing Ogechukwu Nkere, he is high-handedness, he is not doing the right thing, the money that they are sending is not getting to the men on ground, that Ogechukwu Nkere is eating money, therefore Ogechukwu Nkere should be impeached or should be removed from office. This is the narrative that Adadio Oramma, Biafran Unite, and Remigius were preaching. While the coup plotters were, they were testing the waters to see the reaction of Biafrans. And trust me now, trust Biafrans. Biafrans started lambasting Adadio Ramma, started lambasting Biafra Disunite, started lambasting Remigius. Because we actually know, try to reason. What are these people talking about? The Biafran de facto government in the homeland, the Biafran Defense Forces have not for one day come out and say that they are not getting their logistics. The chairman of the Biafran Defense Council, Mazi Success, has not come out openly to say that they are not getting logistics, that the men are not feeding well, that they are lacking granite, even as we know that the donation that is being made is not, is limited, they are not getting all the resources they need because the Biafrans actually are not donating as it's supposed to be. They have not come out to tell the world or tell Biafrans that they are not getting logistics. They have not come out to complain that Ogechukwu Nkere is not attending to them well whenever they ask or they require anything. So what is this call for Ogechukwu step down and this call for new account? Where is it coming from? Where was it coming from? And we now saw when Rafa Jere was telling on social media that nobody should address acting prime minister as His Excellency. We started putting two things together. We now came to realize that Rafa Jere was working with Adadio Ramma secretly, and some cabinet members. They were working with Adadio Ramma, working with Biafran Unite, and working with Remigius. When they have cabinet meetings, whatever information or resolution that was reached, they will now pass that information to Adadio Ramma, who is not a part and parcel of the Biafran government cabinet. So you find out that whenever information is coming out, we hear it from people who are not part of the government, and we are like, what is actually going on? What is actually playing out? What is happening, my people? We were surprised that Adadio Ramma, Remigius, and Biafra Unite, we are focused on carrying all manner of attacks against Ogechukwu Nkere, against our government. And we were trying to find out what is actually playing out until we now discovered that it was members of the cabinet who are not in good terms. Not that they are not in good terms with Ogechukwu Nkere, but for the singular reason that they want to know, they want to poke nose into the account, they want to know what is happening in the account, and Ogechukwu Nkere is not giving them that opportunity at all. And that is how it should be, because everything about account and our defense is confidential. Confidential in the sense that it is only meant for at least two persons that are trusted. Okay, Success is there. Ogechukwu Nkere is there. One of the ladies that was part of the trusted, that we had at the initial stage that our prime minister linked with the defense, DavidNnannah. She was part of those who sabotaged and went with Ngozi. And she was the woman who even screenshotted the account balance and sent it to the net and sent it out. An information that is confidential, this woman screenshotted it and sent it out to the whole world to see how much we have in our balance, which is an act of sabotage on the government. So now, this time around, having seen all these things, having witnessed all these abnormalities, having witnessed this kind of sabotage against our government, they now want Ogechukwu Nkere. They now want Ogechukwu Nkere to now bring in more people to know about what is happening in that account. And Ogechukwu Nkere said, no, this is not how it is done. This is not how the Prime Minister wants it done. As a matter of fact, anything of account is confidential. He is in charge of the account. So there is no cause for alarm. But these people insisted. They insisted, and when they are not getting their way, they now planned to take Ogechukwu out. They now planned to invade the account. They now planned and went as far as changing the account backstage. These people have committed treason against our nation, and they will certainly pay for this atrocity. They will certainly pay for this sabotage. So, Biafrans, I want you to understand that what you see playing out is no other thing but an act of sabotage. The men and women that are involved, they want to destroy our government. They want to know what is happening in the defense of our land. They want to know where men get their granite. They want to know where men get their supplies. They want to know which route their supply reaches them. They want to know how much is involved. They want to know how much, you can imagine that. These are classified information that if it is possible, only one person is supposed to have it, so that when it leaks, we know where it is coming from. When it leaks, we know who is actually involved. And in order for them to execute their plan, what they came out with, these people were very, very cunning. They were very, very cunning. They think they can deceive Biafrans and go scot-free. We are very, very wise. So after all planning all these things, what they want to do, what they are doing, and you know what they did? They now went to Finland. They now went to one of our prime minister's court sections. All of them went to Finland, to deceive Biafran that, they went to Finland, they discussed this with prime minister, so that when they come out and say this should happen, people will now reflect back, oh yes, after all, these people were in Finland. Maybe they have spoken with the prime minister and the prime minister agreed on it. That was why they went to Finland. They took pictures with the prime minister. They tried to deceive Biafrans to believe on them. To believe on them. They tried to deceive the prime minister to believe on them, so that they will use it against the Biafran people. They will use it to say, when Biafrans try to revolt against them, Biafrans will now be thinking, after all, these people went to Finland and took pictures with our prime minister, but they don't know. They don't know. They don't know that whatever we are doing is spiritual. And it is spiritual that controls the physical. And there is no way evil can triumph over good. So whatever evil plan they had going to Finland failed on arrival, because even in Finland, the way our prime minister was looking at them, it came, and people were using it to make statements, unpleasant statements against them. The way our prime minister was even eyeing them, you were looking at them. So people were just using it to make some videos and say, this kind of look is not okay. That something is actually wrong here, that the prime minister is suspecting these people, and actually prime minister suspected them. And it was a very wonderful message to get that kind of look from our prime minister. So when this sabotage eventually came to the limelight, when they now went and changed their account, and put I don't know who was saying at the initial stage that she would like to go into the account to know what is happening. So when they now went backstage, connived with Azubike, the webmaster, who was supposed to protect the integrity of a nation. I don't know if it were in America that this kind of thing happened, Azubike would be in jail as I'm talking to you now. Azubike will be answering questions to the government of America. But it's not yet over, because we are still in diaspora, we are still in exile. Once we have our freedom, all these people are going to face litigation against the Biafran people. They are going to answer to the Biafran people why they played a fast one on our government, why they tried to destroy our government. Assuming it's in America, this website is a confidential, you don't need to change it without the consent of the person who asked you to build it in the first place. You don't need to change it. You have to take authority Your go-ahead order must come from the government, the prime minister or the acting prime minister before you can do that, because he is the head of the government. But Azubike was deceived and he went and changed the website backstage in order to continue implement their evil plans against our government. So when this their evil came out in social media, Biafrans now reflected back to the reason why they went to Finland. Biafra now reflected back to the reason why Adadio Oranjo, Remy Juice and the Biafra Unite were spearheading the fight against Ogechukwu Nkere. Biafrans were now convinced that members of the cabinet who don't love Ogechukwu Nkere was actually engineering Adadio Oranma to start this castigation, to start this fight against our acting prime minister. We are now convinced that it was orchestrated by the likes of Imam Maduabo, the European Rep Obi, and a host of others, including Ralph Ijere, who is their spokesperson. Somebody that betrayed the prime minister and later came and begged for forgiveness. The prime minister now bring him in, even gave him a position as the deputy information minister. This guy still have the effrontery to come out again to start fighting the government that made him, to start fighting the government that gave him a platform for Biafrans to even take him back for the second time. It is quite unfortunate, and even fighting or biting the finger that is feeding him, because Ogechukwu Nkere that he's carrying out all manner of propaganda against have been a very big helper to him and family. But he's now using it against Ogechukwu Nkere, that he was bribing him. He was bribing you as what? Are you the commissioner of knowledge, or are you the kingmaker? So how is Ogechukwu bribing you? Because Ogechukwu was elected by 57 members of the cabinet to be the acting prime minister. So how did he bribe you? Ralph Ijere, it's a question that everybody should be asking him. Everybody is asking you. All this information, all this cabinet meeting that you are trying to bring to the general public, what good is it going to make to you? You are trying to destroy your government, a government that you say you love. You say you are fighting for freedom. You say you want to be free. And you see a platform that the government of Biafra is using to fight for the freedom of their people, and you want to destroy it. You are fighting against our acting prime minister. You are fighting against your minister of information. You are fighting against everything. Is that how it is done? You think you are going to succeed? All of you are failures. All of you have failed, because the Biafran people, we are wiser. And there is nothing you people do that will make us to accept whatever you people are doing. It is not going to happen. Not today, not tomorrow. We are here to make sure that Biafra is restored. We are here to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa to destroy Nigeria. And the only way we can destroy Nigeria is through this Biafran Republic government in exile, making sure that we support what our government is doing. What our government is doing to delegitimize Nigeria in our land. That is what we are focused on. Not all this social media propaganda you people are carrying up and down. Ogechukwu Nkere remains the acting prime minister. Nothing can change it. He has been tested and he is trusted. If our prime minister did not trust him, Ogechukwu Nkere will not be the finance minister, because finance is the bedrock of every society, every organization, every government. For you to be entrusted with the finance of a government, it means that there is a level of trust that the person, that the government trusted on you. That is why they entrusted you with that responsibility. So Ogechukwu Nkere is an employer of labor. Okay? He has it all. He is not a hungry man. So you want them to come and give you the finance minister. One of the complaints that they are making now is that, oh, he is the finance minister, he is the acting prime minister, he is this, he is that. And so what? In the first place, the only position that he has is the finance minister. APM is just on acting capacity. He is not in charge of the de facto government in the homeland. He is not in charge of the defense. He doesn't give instructions. So what are you talking about? If not envy and jealousy that is propelling all this hatred against our acting prime minister. All these coup plotters. Una shame, they shame me. Una shame, they shame me. Our land is under siege. The Fulanis are coming to Biafra land to kill people, kidnap our people, destroy our properties. The Fulanis are planning how to take over our land. The Fulanis are planning how to take over your villages that you left and went abroad for how many years? Whether you build houses in abroad, there is no place like home. I want all of you to understand. There is no place like home. So why the Fulanis are planning how to take over our land? Why the Fulanis are killing our people? And why our government is trying to make sure that our people are not killed anymore? The only thing that you can do as somebody who is part of the government, the only thing you can do is to be looking into the account of your country. Why the Fulanis are killing your people? Are you not foolish? Are you sensible at all? Eh? Are you sensible at all? Your house is on fire. And what you are busy doing is you are focusing on the finance of your country. You are not focusing on what am I going to do to make sure that we prevent all these people from taking over our land. It is quite unfortunate. These people are really Fulanis in disguise. They are Fulanis in our midst. How did we get here? Oh, Tutos, thank you so much. Tutos, you saw what happened yesterday. I know you were amazed. Emmanuel, thank you for joining me. Yes, I don't know. These professors, they don't understand that APM is on acting capacity. I don't know whether their brain no reach for that level. That our APM is on acting capacity. He's not the prime minister. He is acting for prime minister until when prime minister rejoins us. Okay? So they don't know. And we have to educate them because their professorship is questionable. Like Tuta said, their professorship, we don't know where they get all this, their professor degree. Maybe they just add it to their titles. Yes, so God disgraced them, my sister Tutos. It was really massive yesterday. It was really massive. And they are hiding. Don't worry, sister. You need to say she will open space very soon. So that we will go there and lambast them. Foolish people, useless people, professors without degree. Professor who did not go to school. In America, where have you seen a professor in America involving in politics? Where? Where? In America, in Europe, in Asia, you only see professors with the work that they have done. You see their inventions. You see the books they have written. You see the discovery they have made that can change lives of people. But in Africa, professors are used to rig election. Professors are used to carry out coup. Professors are used against the government. Useless people. They go school just for nothing. They just add degree to their title, and that finishes it all. There is nothing that you can bring now and say, oh, this discovery was made by Professor this and Professor that. No. It's only when you see election come now, professor carry ballot paper, ballot box now, all the professors in Nigeria will now come back and start saying where are they going to follow to go and rig an election. That is the only thing that they are known for in Africa. In our own struggle, professors who should be there to guide the people, at least to bring their expertise and bring what they learned from school to bear in our BIAFRANS restoration project. They will come here to fight against our government. They are coming here to topple the government. That is the work that they are doing. Professors, my foot. BIAFRANS are very wise now. BIAFRANS are knowledgeable. And there is nothing that any of them can do to change the mind of Biafran. They are now running helter-skelter. They are ashamed, they shame me now. They are ashamed. They are ashamed of themselves because they know they fucked up big time. Because Chukwu Okike Abiama was on our side. Our acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere have not done anything wrong. So why should they crucify him? Why should they come against our acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere? Because he doesn't want to let them know what the finance is all about and what our defense is all about. Because it is a classified information. It's a confidential information that will destroy a state. And besides, every one of us know when Musa was being interviewed and when Musa was calling on the Nigerian government that if they can come against the source of our financing, that is the only way they can destroy what we are doing. If they can come against the finance, that is the only way they can destroy what we are doing, the finance and defense. Musa was saying that. So it's the same finance and defense that these people are focusing on. So that means that they are working with the Nigerian state. They are working with the Nigerian government. That is what it means. Because Ngozi focused on finance. Ngozi focused on our defense. She failed. Even these people now they are now coming for their own accountability stuff. They also fought Ngozi. They also were among those who were castigating Ngozi for trying to know what is in the defense and the finance. Then all of a sudden, when they saw that Ngozi failed, they are the ones coming now to do that which Ngozi failed to do. That means somebody is somewhere engineering them to do all these things. But one thing is very, very certain. They are never going to succeed. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Because Biafra is an ordained project of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Biafra is the land of God itself. Biafra is the kingdom of God on this planet Earth. So are you trying to tell me that man will stop the kingdom of God from coming? Not even devil can stop it. So they can only try, which they have been trying. They have tried their possible best to stop Biafra from coming. They tried to sabotage our leader, DavidNnannah BTV. They tried to sabotage our prime minister. They now try to sabotage Ogechukwu Nkere. They can never succeed. And they will pay the price for this sabotage. No forgiveness. Like our sister Tutor said, there is no time for forgiveness for anybody. There is no time for forgiveness for anybody. At this time, we are very much angry with what is happening in our land. And the only thing that you people can focus on is our account and our defense. Two key areas that is sustaining our land. 2 key areas that is very, very confidential. That is the only place that you people are focusing. You want to know what is in our account. I don't know, we'll go and rest. That woman should go and relax. They are shameless people. You want to know our account. You want to know our finance. For what? The finance of a nation is not brought public. Neither is their defense mechanisms also brought in the public domain. Everything about their defense and their finance are confidential information. So why would our own be different? This is what you people should know. So no matter what you do, they have all failed even before arriving. So Biafrans, I know you saw how it rained last night. It was very, very massive, very, very interesting. And that is why you should know that the Biafran Republic government in Eza is on the right track. That Ogechukwu Nkere is doing the right thing because Biafran trooped out a mass to support the government. This is the only government that we have. This is the only government that is speaking for us. No other government whatsoever, and no other person that is standing for the Biafran people. And that is why we must do everything to support Ogechukwu Nkere and this government, so that our prime minister will come out, our leader will come out, and together we are going to destroy Nigeria eventually. We are going to destroy Nigeria eventually because a lot of our people have died at the cost of this freedom. Even as I speak with you now, people are being intimidated in our land. People are being harassed in our land. What is their crime? They committed no crime. They committed no crime. The only criminal activity people that the Nigerian government will say we committed is being Biafrans. The land of our ancestors. These people are in our land, trying to take over our land. These people are killing our people, displacing communities, kidnappings happening here and there, harassment and intimidation in the land of our ancestors. And this is what we are fighting against. This is the reason why we must donate to the Biafran Defense Forces so that they are going to evict all these people from our land. That is the reason for the fundraising. And if you are a Biafran, you are hearing the sound of my voice anywhere that you are all around the world. If you have not been supporting this government, this is the time to support government. If you have not been supporting government, Biafran Republic government in Eza, if you have been sitting on the fence, I want you to know that sitting on the fence will not help you. When the Fulanis come to your community, when they invade your communities, they don't ask you whether you are a Biafran or you are not a Biafran. They don't ask you whether you are supporting Biafra or you are not supporting Biafra. No. They kill you. They buy you. They take away your life. They don't give a damn. Because to them, you are a Biafran. And there is no two ways about it. Are you not a Biafran? Of course, you are a Biafran. So, if you are sitting on the fence, I want you to know that your contribution may go a long way in making sure that your land is protected. That is why you should not be sitting on the fence. You have our counties in our homeland. We have the Biafran de facto government in the homeland. Try to associate with your state. Try to know your counties so that you can be paying your BLT, Biafran Liberation Task. This is very, very important. Our people, another one poor. You people should know that the fight that we are fighting is for the liberation and the freedom of our land. There is no two way. Nobody is. We are not doing it just because we just want to do it. No. Our people have died enough, and our people are dying. If we don't do what we are doing, our land will be overrun. If you don't do what we are doing, the Fulanis will take over our land. If we don't do what we need to do, you will stay in America. You will stay in Europe. You will stay in Asia. That building that you have in your village, the Fulanis will occupy them. If you don't do what you need to do and defend your land, your women and your children, all these Fulani uncircumcised, would run them over, take them as wives, and born children. By the time you come, you don't be Muslim, be that. They don't convert you to Al-Majiri. They don't convert you to Islam. And there is nothing you can do. And this is why we must rise up and make sure that they do not succeed in this Islamic agenda. That is why it is painful when our people that are supposed to join hands together and make sure that we win this fight and make sure that we dislodge these Fulanis from our land. They are busy looking at our account. They are busy asking for finance. As if finance, if they tell you the finance, what are you going to do about it? Agwagodigi, okay, I want $1,000 in our account. Do you want to double it? Do you want to double it, I ask? Why are you so fixated on knowing how much that we have in account? If you don't have any ulterior motive, if the agenda is not to sell us to the Nigerian government. So my wonderful people and Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world, I so much appreciate every one of you that was at the fundraising yesterday. It rained massively. It was Chukwu Okike Abiama, to his glory, that it happened. The good plotters were put to shame. They were all put to shame, and they will continue to be put to shame. Our acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere was vindicated. Our information minister was also vindicated. And all the ministers who were standing on the path of truth, they were all vindicated. But those, the accountability group, the coup plotters, they were all put to shame. And their shame will know no bound. They have started diminishing return, and they will continue to fall. Biafran people have known them for who they are and will never repose any trust on them anymore. It is quite unfortunate that it's happening at this time, but then it is part of the process that we need to pass through in order to get to our destination. Always I ga-agara na ka anyị ike ruo ebe anyị na-aga. And ka a na-aga, ndị na-adapụ n'ụzọ a na-adapụ. Those who will fall by the wayside will continue to fall by the wayside. Those who will fall by the wayside will continue to fall by the wayside. But we are going to our destination. There is nothing anybody can do that will stop the Biafra from coming. Although, there is nothing you can do. Emma Madabu, there is nothing you can do. Adadio Ramma, you are already a failure. Remi Juice, you guys have failed. Biafra disunite, you are already a failure. Rafa Jere, you have even failed before you started. You see, there is nothing any one of you can do to stop Biafra from coming. You can only rant on social media after 2 weeks. Enyegi, the IPOB treatment, like our leader said. Biafran people will forget about you. That is one thing that our people knows better how to do it. You come out and rant and rant and rant. Oh, only 2 weeks. Nobody will be listening to you again. You will fade. You get fade like Akpa. You just fade out. That is actually what happened to a lot of them that tried to destroy what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. Where is Tony Nnadi today? Where is Omoyomio today? Where is Chinasa Nworudem? Where is all Aston Agbanyin them? All these people that try to fight against us, where are they today? All of them have faded out. So why do you think that you are not going to fade, Rafa Jere? Why do you think that, all this propaganda you are carrying on social media, that you are going to last for the next 1 week? Bet you mean you can only last maybe this week, if at all you reach the end of this week. You will just fade out. Biafra is a spirit. You people don't know. Biafra is a spirit. At the end of the process, you will fade out like cloth. You just fade out. Nobody will remember you again. Nobody will even think about you again. We drop you in the trash can of history, in the dustbin. We drop you in the dustbin because you destroy yourself by yourself. You destroy yourself by yourself. Accountability Group 2025. That is the only thing that you people are focusing on. Account, money, defense, money, defense. Who did you people all these things? Useless, idiotic people. There is no way you can deceive Biafrans. Biafrans are formidable. Biafrans know the truth. Biafrans know who is fighting for them. Biafrans know who is standing for them. Biafrans know who is speaking for them. In this case, Ogechukwu Nkere is speaking for the Biafran people. Ogechukwu Nkere is standing for the Biafran people. Ogechukwu Nkere is making sure that the plight of the Biafran people are known by the American congressmen and women. That is the job that he has come to do, working closely with our allies, the Ambazonia, the Eritrea, including with our lobbyists and attorneys to make sure that Biafra is recognized. That is what he is doing. So you are trying to distract him. You all are trying to distract him from his focus, but you already have failed. You have already failed before you started. So it is quite unfortunate that the people that we so much respect when our Prime Minister was here are now turning out to be the enemies of our freedom. It's quite unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But then, it is God's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Yes, because if you people can now come out and fight openly our finance and our defense, it speaks volumes of who you people are working for. It speaks volume of actually who you people are working with. And we have now understood that you are working for Nigerian government and you are also working with Ngozi Orabueze. Since after the litigation against Ngozi Orabueze, that is when all this fight started brewing inside the Biafran cabinet. Because you people were having, contact with Ngozi. You don't want Ngozi to face the law. That is why you want Ogechukwu Nkere to go out of the way so that Ngozi litigation will not go free, will not go ahead. But you people have failed. Ngozi will surely pay for the atrocities against our government and our Prime Minister. And all of you that have joined her at this time, this is Accountability 2025. One after the other, you people will answer for your sabotage against our people. But I want to remind you that Biafran Republic government in exile is standing very strong. And nothing can shake us. We are unshakable. We are very, very unshakable. And our acting Prime Minister goes nowhere. Ogechukwu Nkere is the man that the people love. Is the man that the people have chosen. Is the man that the people are listening to. Is the man that the people obeys at this particular time. Not to CRC, not to advisory committee, not to European whatever. No. We have a government that follows the rule of law. We have a government that respects the charter. We have a government that abides by the bylaws. And we have an acting Prime Minister that whatever he does, he has to consult the Biafran charter, he has to consult the Biafran bylaws. And that is why the truth is always, he is being vindicated for any action and activity that he is embarking upon in the race for this our freedom. So, brother, good morning from here, Biafra Free Energy Tech. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, my brother. It's quite unfortunate about these people. They will hear from us in a very louder voice. This time around, they don't know that our freedom is uncompromisable. We can never compromise our freedom. Our freedom, We can never change it with anything. And we are not joking with our freedom because our people have died. A lot of families lost their loved ones because of Biafran restoration. A lot of families died because of this freedom. So anybody that comes against this our freedom, we are going to come against that person. It doesn't matter who you are. So all of you that have stood up, gearing up against our freedom, against our acting prime minister, all of you will pay a very big price at the appropriate time. Wait until our prime minister and DavidNnannah can rejoins us. Then we go treat on a fuck up one after the other. Professors my foot. So I thank all of you this morning for joining me. Yes, so all the saboteurs, they go collect woto. They are going to collect big time. No escape route for any of them. No escape route for any of them. They are going to pay the prices for their sabotage against our people. More importantly, they went and changed the account, a government account, without the consent of the acting prime minister. It's a criminal activity. You change account without the consent of the head of a government. It is a criminal act. They are going to pay at the appropriate time. BIAFRANS, I want you to continue to support this government. I want you to continue to support Ogechukwu Nkere. He is doing exceptionally well. And by special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiam, very soon our Prime Minister, our leader will rejoin us. And then we are going to demonstrate to the world that we are here and there is nothing that can change our freedom from coming. So I appreciate every one of you who joined me this morning. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate every one of you that was part of that fundraising last night. You guys are amazing. I love you all. I beat my chest and say you guys are Biafran. You demonstrated your love for your nation. You demonstrated that you want freedom. So I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate the Biafran Defense Forces. They should continue their work. They should continue to defend our land. Freedom is knocking on the road. Freedom is very close. Nobody should be weakened by what is happening. Nobody should be weakened at all. We are winning big time. So I appreciate every one of you. I want to use the opportunity as well to thank our acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere. He must stand his ground, standing very strong for our people. We appreciate you so much. I also appreciate our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoku. We are waiting for you very soon. The same thing applies to our leader, DavidNnannah BTV. We thank you guys for what you people have done for us, giving us hope in the midst of hopelessness, in the midst of Nigerian government plans to annihilate us from the face of this very earth. DavidNnannah BTV gave us the platform. Mazi Simon Ekpa strengthened it. And here we are fighting to make sure that we are free from the terrorist Nigerian state. And in no distant time, it is going to emerge big time. And we all are going to rejoice in the land of our ancestors. So wonderful people, lovers of freedom, I thank you for joining me as well. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do so right now. Like, share, and subscribe this video so that our people can always get information from the right source. And let me tell you, if you want to get information, correct information about our government, you can only get it here, or you get it at the handle of our information minister, Mazi Soni Akparawa, or you come onto space. Any question at all, anything at all that is bothering you, that you want to know, call it funding, call it government policies, call it Biafran Charter, call it the bylaws of Biafra. We are going to let you know. We are going to explain it to you in the very simplest language that for you to understand. That is why we are here. That is why we are going to be exceptional. We are going to be a different government altogether when Biafra is eventually restored. So I appreciate every one of you who joined me this morning. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to bless each and every one of you. And if you have not joined to support this government, what will you gain? Your land is under siege. The Fulanis want to take over our land, and you are sitting on the fence. You don't want to support. You don't want to join. You have yourself to blame, because when the Fulanis come to your land, they are going to take away your life. You have an opportunity of protecting yourself right now. We have the Biafran Defense Forces who are protecting our land. You have to now join hands to support them so that they can have the logistics to protect you and protect our borders. Very, very important. So having said that, see you next time until I come your way. Remain blessed and happy Sunday from here. Ụmụ Chineke ndewonu. Airborne to the Biafran Defense Forces. Bye for now. Amen. Is it up to 1,000?